Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I am ready for my wig to go flying.
That's because you're bottom. Anyways.
I'm a top. We all know that. Come on.
You do get top energy.
I have big
Yes.
top energy.
She do. Am I starting? I don't know. I guess I am.
Well,
Hi kids. It's Martyr.
We're so rusty at this point.
I know, right?
Hey everyone. Sorry for the little delay, but this will be very up to date.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some audio issues. But
We don't need to tell them that.
They already know at this point.
How are we nominated for like Glam Award? We have audio issues.
Because the other ones do too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
But yeah, I'm Martyr.
I'm C Tepper.
And this is
Wig
It Out. Woo. What are we doing today?
So, fresh off the Scene Queen nomination, woo, it's Beaujangless. Woo!
Hi everyone. What is the tea, bitch?
Hi, baby.
How y'all
Good to see
doing?
you.
Yeah.
We're
See
good.
y'all.
So good to have you.
Thank you.
Our audience
Happy to be
can't
here.
see this, obviously, but your hair right now is amazing.
It's
She's
living.
giving.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
given. She's so full.
I love her.
I'm obsessed. It's very gorgeous.
What is going on, y'all?
Hello.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yay. So we just talked about the glams. What is it like
Yes.
being nominated?
Oh my God, I had no idea. I felt so weird because like I didn't like campaign at all. Like I just didn't know, like, I don't know. And I had one simultaneous kind of before, but not really because it wasn't under my name, but now it's under my name. So maybe I should win. Is this my campaign moment?
Yes.
This is your campaign.
This is it. This is your
Y'all
moment.
vote for me. Vote for Beaujangless Scene Queen, baddest bitch on the street. Okay.
Yes,
Yay.
And vote
we-
for this podcast. This is Cate.
Yeah.
Bitch, because y'all got nominated.
We
Y'all
did.
think we didn't know that I got
Did.
nominated?
Last time we talked to you, we didn't know if we would get nominated, but we did.
But now you gotta do the
Good.
commercial, bitch.
Yeah, we do. Tell Martyr that.
Yeah.
We're doing it later tonight. I'm currently.
Oh, we
at
are?
my
I didn't know
office.
that.
Yes. I told you this
Martyr's
already.
at work.
I'm
Martyr
currently
is
in my
literally
office.
at work. She just left her job officially.
Yeah, I just quit. Woo.
I'm living.
Yay.
Bitch, I love a quitting moment. My quitting
Yes.
email was like, I am leaving as the lead visual stylist here at Bloomingdale's, and y'all will never see me again.
Yes.
Oh, yes, bitch. I forgot you worked at Bloomingdale's. That's right.
Yeah, I worked there for like
That's
7 years. Ugh.
yeah. That's
Oh
around
my
the corner for me
God.
currently.
It was
Yeah.
cute. I had fun though. I didn't have a bad time. I had really good bosses.
You get
I
good
think.
discounts though.
Yeah, girl. Sometimes we used to go 70% off. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, bitch. Ooh.
baby.
That's
Sometimes
a
I just
lot.
stole shit. No, I did it. I didn't steal shit. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't steal shit. I'm sorry. I lied.
I stole the shit for her. Blame me.
Oh, thank you. You know, always looking out for me, sis.
True.
So we're gonna head back. Where are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. I moved to New York during the fall of the Twin Towers. It was a few days before.
Oh,
My
wow.
first day of school was the day that Twin Towers fell. It was
Oh my
actually
God.
awful.
Oh my God.
I was petrified. I was
Jesus.
like, my parents brought me here as a setup. Like the world's on fire. I'm like in the 5th or 6th grade. I'm looking out the window and I see fire. And I'm telling the teacher, I'm like, there's fire outside. There's like a really big fire across. And I'm in Bushwick at that time. Yeah,
Yeah.
originally from Bushwick. So
The
yeah,
OG.
I've been here. OG, I've been here for
baby.
like a long time. But yeah, so like I've been living in Bushwick since 2001. And yeah, it's changed a lot, girl. We got an auto zone. Like an auto zone. Like I didn't know people drove over here. I was like, wait, one summer I came back from Puerto Rico visiting my family or whatever. And I'm like, where does it come from? I thought it was the randomest thing I ever thought. Like out of everything that you could have brought to Bushwick, you brought an auto zone.
I
And it
always
be
say,
packed. It be packed in there. Like people be treating that shit like it's a motherfucking Costco.
Yeah.
I always say, don't trust a bitch in New York that has a car. Where you going?
Same.
Where you going?
Where you going?
You
Right,
leaving.
right. And the thing is, like, a lot of people, New Yorkers complain about having a car, and then like they never take it out because they know they're not gonna find parking by the time they need to come
That's true.
find parking.
Mhm.
So that's what, and then they end up still taking the train, still taking Ubers. Plus, we all drink and do illicit shit. So when are you using your car, sis?
It's not even good for an
Don't drink
emergency,
and
girl.
drive.
Just walk.
Right, you paying your car payment unless your mother and your father's doing it, then that's a different story. I don't have
that's
that luxury.
That's different.
But and I also
I do.
never wanted to learn how to drive. I never thought about.
Did you get your license or not?
I got an ID. I got a state ID. Ah. It's cute too, bitch. I look mad butch. I had a Caesar on that shit. I was like, ooh, that's all
I
too
gotta
much.
see this license.
It's giving very like porn, like homo thug.
Ooh.
Very that back in the day, you know, when the girls were like trying to fool the trade and shit. I was like, oh, I'm trade too, daddy. Ew.
Yeah.
Daddy.
What's it been like seeing Bushwick turn white?
Honestly, it's been the craziest thing. Like I was telling to my friend the other day, and I was like, yo, bitch, I remember when my neighbors were all Puerto Rican women that were like all bitter, and like they all had like that, like everybody in my block pretty much owns their house. And like this family next door was like always like, you know, like they used to be like mad fake to my mom and shit or whatever, but like they will always be like Puerto Rican, so we'll always be like chit-chatting or whatever. Everything was like competition. And then I don't know, again, things always happen to me in the summer because I go away in the summer a lot, where I used to when I was a kid. And then when I come back in September, I have a whole gay couple next door, like interracial gay couple. And I was like, I wonder if my dad knows they're gay. I was like, I spotted it the moment I saw, I was like, these motherfuckers is fucking. I know they fucking. And so I look over and I'm like, hey. And they're like, hey, dear, how are you? I was like, faggots. I know, queen. I was like, I knew it. But and it's actually been kind of okay. I just wish that like if y'all gonna be white and bring good shit, just bring some more healthy shit. I only have one health food store here, and I have to cook everything that comes out of it. And then we have that color me green shit. Those motherfuckers also are never on time. And second of all, like they don't have enough like vegan options. Not that I'm vegan, but I'm trying to get on that road. You know, I can't get on that road if I don't have it accessible.
Yeah.
So y'all got some more gentrifying to do.
That's
okay.
Right. No food deserts in Bushwick.
Shit.
So you had an unconventional way into getting into drag. What happened?
Well, it was, to me, I find it unconventional, but the more I think about it, I feel like a lot of the earlier queens like Shaquita and like even RuPaul, they all started like being on the scene, like partying and, you know, and then just becoming, I don't know how they got thrown into what they did because I don't, you know, I haven't really like dug deep, but I know for
I
a
can
fact
tell
that,
you.
I know you can, man.
Look at
But for me specifically, yes, please, because I need to learn some shit. I'll be there like, oh yeah, I'll be nodding like I don't know nothing, girl. I just be nodding. Just don't pay attention to me. But for me specifically, like I started like hosting parties because like I would be dancing with like one of my best friends, Matt Mazerbay, who's a very famous DJ here in New York City, and he would be like doing like a lot of like fashion events, or like he even like got like this event at Coachella. He was doing like an after party for Moschino, and like he brought me on stage with him, and it was crazy. So like I had already been performing ish, but I was just it was kind of like a booth bitch, like a backup dancer for like the DJ. And like one day, like Frankie Sharp, who like throws like a lot of parties for years here in New York City, he hired me to do like a Westgate party, but not the original Westgate. It was like a reboot. A reboot, yes.
I thought Westgate was gonna come back. I was so excited, and then
I thought so too. But I think that the thing that was so great about Westgate back in the day was the venue was so cunt, and like everything felt very like grungy in New York.
Yeah.
And you know, not saying that $3 Bill doesn't get grungy or New York, because it does, but it's still like it also feels
nice.
like it feels like an event.
It's
space,
nice,
you know?
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't feel like they didn't have stages on Westgate. It was just like this little tiny runway where people would be fucking sucking and eating, and it was
random
giving.
girls like do like
Just-
a number and they're very confused about why they're there.
Exactly. And then you had Ricky over there on the pole, Ricky Royalty.
Yeah,
on the pole,
Ricky was
giving it out.
there as a go-go boy.
Yeah, she was giving back then. And
pre-drag.
pre-drag. This is years ago. Like I
Yeah.
would think I was still a teenager. And then so he reached out to me, and I had just gotten like my I had like an accident where like I got jumped outside a boxer, so like my teeth were like wired shut, and I couldn't
Very
really
Kanye
speak. So like
West.
very that. It was good. What's that song that he has?
Yeah,
about,
through the wire.
Through the wire. Through the wire, bitch.
That was you.
That was me, bitch. You know, Kanye knows. You know, I
Kanye was there.
hate that I agree with him, but he knew he understands the pain.
that was when I still like Kanye. So
Yeah, right. I stopped liking him like 4 years ago.
yeah,
but,
definitely.
I still like them. Oops.
Queen.
You're canceled already.
Say it with your chest.
Don't at me. Don't at me.
But so then after that, like he was one of the first people to reach out to me and like actually get me working back in nightlife again, because I had just that was like one of my first nightlife gigs was working at Westgate, the reboot, and then I came back for Dreamland, and in Dreamland I would go there and party like I was like a fucking like it was like what's that strip club in Paris, horse, what is it? Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse. So I would just be on my couch on my section, literally giving shows throughout the whole party. So the party was probably from like 5 to like 10 p.m. and I would just be there 5 hours in my heels, in my shoes, in my wig, just give it. So Frankie was like, he like reached out to me, like he texted me randomly. He's like, girl, I feel like you're a performer. Like there's something performing about you. I was like, sure, what do you have in mind? He's like, well, I have this show with Candy Muse and Janelle No. 5 where it's called Metrosexuals at Metro, and I would love for you to have a debut there if you are interested. I was like, let's give it. Why not? You know, like we live once. Apparently you think I'm good, so I must be something. So let's give it. So
that was a big party, by the way.
He was huge.
That was
always.
I always got hit in the face with like, because he would just like elbow me in the face because it was so crowded. Like everyone would just go. Like everyone was there.
Bitch, I went there on my debut. I think it was like November or October of 2019.
Oh, that's towards the end of it.
Yeah. That was because right after that the pandemic happened, like a few months afterwards. So I then kind of like had to come back because the pandemic wasn't given. I did some like web shows because people like still saw people that were into me, like they were like, oh, I saw you perform, can you do like a show for me here or there? It was usually like a private thing, but I did the Winwood Pride online version, and it was kind, you know, I gave my Beyonce Super Bowl moment.
Winwood.
I was like, oh, I love it. Hopefully I get to perform next year. You hear me, Jose?
Oh my god!
I know you're watching this, bitch.
I'll be there. I always go to Wigwood. I love.
Oh, I've never been to Wigwood.
You would destroy them. They wouldn't
really
be good for you.
Oh my god!
You would kill them.
I performed in Miami before once for a brunch, and it was actually really kind. I really love Miami's energy. That's why, like, I feel like my energy is more in Miami than it is New York. But I like it.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but I like it. I like having that energy here because, like, you know,
we need the Miami. Yeah, we need the Miami.
We need the heat, baby.
Yeah,
the calor,
right.
the caliente, the picante.
That's right.
But then at the pandemic, like Janelle and Riffy were the ones actually first started like throwing events, and then they reached out to me like around, I want to say like August or September of 2020, and they were like, oh, would you be down to be show? Are you still doing shows? Would you be down to do a show? I'm like, hell yeah, let's give it. I'm down. So my debut was at $3 Bill, was another party, and then Janelle saw it and then she like reached out to me about doing it with her and Riffy, and I performed there. And from there, like
at $3 Bill.
At $3 Bill, they had that one party.
Yeah, I know.
It was both of them that they both hosted.
Yeah,
for like
I forget what that was called. I was there for so many of them.
I can't remember.
Oh well.
Well, yeah.
They'll let Riffy know.
Yeah. So they hired me to do that, and then from there, like it kind of snowballed. Like people saw me out, and they were like, "Oh, you're a performer. You want to do this? You want to be here?" Like, and then things started opening. So like people were just like, "Oh, we like you here," and then I started to just be everywhere, and then I just got some residencies out of like the pandemic. In the moment where like no one was working, like I was working like 4 or 5 times a week, which was really bizarre. But it was giving. I was like, I'm not gonna complain.
There was very few shows happening, but there were shows happening. I was definitely there.
Yeah.
There were,
I
I want to
mean,
say there were a good, like, what, 10 shows happening throughout the city?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
most of them were in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn,
Yeah.
all in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
always Brooklyn. I mean,
Right, 'cause we have-
that was
there's
like
outdoor.
a year ago. Yeah, you had like
Yeah.
a year ago, and like look at your success now, bitch. Like
And I'm
Glam-nominated.
like, Glam-nominated Scene Queen.
That's
Yes,
Scene
bitch.
Queen. She really
I'm
is
like,
a
I still
queen.
don't really know what that means, but you know, I'm gonna take it. You know, I accept it. I am so grateful that people think I'm a scene queen.
Yes.
You're a
Next
queen
year
to
we'll
be
get you
seen.
breakthrough.
Oh
artists.
yes. Oh no, the breakthrough artist nominees are con though. We got my
Breakthrough
girl
artists, you
Jackson
have
there.
to be a little bit more like around for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. But
gotta
that could
break through
definitely
the
be
wall.
you. I can see
That's
it.
con.
Mhm.
Thank you. But yeah, that's how basically I got my start into actually getting like into it, and I kind of like started taking it serious because I was just doing it. I was like, well, there's not much for me to do, so should just do this. But then I kind of like really fell in love with it because I never actually dove into it, and then when I did, I'm like, I love this. Like, this is actually what I want to do, and here I am.
And the people have adored it. And I'm
Oh.
people.
I'm glad. I'm grateful.
So how did you get your drag name?
Okay, I know people think that it's either from a song, which I still don't know.
Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles.
It's what I always think of when you get like announced. I'm like, it just like starts playing in my head. Sammy Davis.
Right,
Jr.
but like for me, it's like I got it from a Pitbull song. He has a song called Bojangles, and it's like it goes like, if you don't know her name, it's cool. Call her this, call that bitch Bojangles. And if she can shake, call that bitch Bojangles. So you could call me Bojangles because I can motherfucking shake, bitch. Like, hello, let's give it. Because I was going through names because like I went from like in high school, I gave myself the name Bo. And I would just come into like class and I'll be like, it's Bo, bitch, because I thought it was Britney. Cut to I am. No,
You're free.
But I used to go to class and just say that, and I'm like, okay, now. And then I had a name on my first Instagram was Social Scandal, and then they got deleted because I guess I posted like too many nudes or something. And I was like, I literally have a towel on. I don't understand what the problem is. But you know, it was the time where Rihanna also got like deleted off Instagram for like those 3 years.
Yeah.
So I didn't make another one. So when I made another one, I went through names and I didn't like any of them. None of them rang until I reheard the song Bojangles by Pitbull, and I was like, I could make it with my name. I'll be like Beau Jangles. It's a Bojangles, and yeah, it just resonated from then, and I just kind of kept it with me all the time. And she's been giving. She just goes so nicely up the tongue.
Yeah.
When I first met you, I thought it was named after the restaurant, the cooking restaurant.
People did too. Oh my god, my friend, my friend, she's from North Carolina, and she was like, is that weird? I was like, I've never been to a Bojangles in my life. Like, I don't even know what you're saying. Like, that makes no sense to me.
It's like it's on.
What is it?
In the South.
No, I mean, I've had it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's like
I've had it. I had it like last year for the first time ever.
You should have
like
brought your drag of like, well, I guess it was last year, but you should have like gotten in drag and like taken a photo shoot in front of it.
But I only had it at the airport because I wasn't in North Carolina. I was just at the airport, so I was kind of like, it was like a connecting flight or something.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But it was okay. I didn't really even like it that much. No offense, Bojangles. Ooh, queen.
She's shitting on my southernness right now. But
No, but I think I heard that the airport one is not as good as the ones like in the towns and shit.
Mama, no one eats airport food for the taste.
But I know that's what I was saying. I was like, girl, I mean, I was like, okay, well, I can't have it anywhere else because no one else. I was going to Kentucky, but like, and they didn't have it there either. So I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna have a Bojangles sandwich that I'm actually gonna like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Okay, so how would you describe your drag style to someone who's never seen you perform?
I would describe it as oh my god, it's like party in the front but party in the back, or business in the front, party in the back. Because I'm a mullet, bitch.
Mullet of drag.
The mullet of drag.
The mullet of I live, yes, because like, you know, I could turn the party, but I could also give you like a ballad or like a pop song and a little want to, but I could also like break it down, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes,
Yeah.
bitch.
yeah, I want to do that. You know, I'll do like business in the front, party in the back with a little side of vixen sexiness because it's all about the sex, baby. Don't let them lie to you.
And I like that you have a mustache and drag.
Oh, thank you. I love it. You know, I was telling because I shaved it off last year for New Year's, and I actually felt that I looked more masculine without my beard than I did without it with it. Like it was giving like, I don't know. I really wish I could explain it to you, but I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, this is just not it. Like it's just it was like a really pretty boy, like too pretty or something. I can't. I'll find the word for it, but I was just like, I was not like really happy with it.
Yeah.
And so I grew it back.
I feel like that's your like trademark.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it's like part of my makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It definitely
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The
yeah, it helps.
signature bow.
It's like it's its own contour.
But you're not like hiding behind it either.
Oh no, not at all.
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
good. No hiding.
Yeah, I don't think people think of me and they say like mustache and beard. You know, like that's not the
No.
first thing they.
No.
You know,
No,
because
No.
I walk in leg first, not beard first.
that is for certain. Yeah. Me and Caitlin had the pleasure of seeing you perform. I don't know about Caitlin, but this is my first time seeing you perform at Janelle No.5's brunch at.
We were
believe,
together.
or-
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was your first time seeing Bo perform.
Oh, it
I'm
was.
just saying-
It was.
Okay,
It
I
was.
wasn't
That was
sure.
a while ago.
That's what I was saying, Caitlin. Thank you.
Okay, just cut this out. Cut it out, girl. Edit.
Yeah. But how you do have like that kind of like just the sex exude sex all over the stage. So like,
Oh, thank you.
I know you have a beard and mustache, but like I couldn't tell you that after you performed. I was
No,
like, shit,
that's not
you-
what we were
yeah,
focusing
that's
on.
what we were paying attention to. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really fit
That
your
you see, and that's what I
character.
love. Like that's what I want, you know, like because even if we hate to like admit it, like Americans and like Western culture is like it's so different. There's women with beards all over the world, you know, like and they need some exposure too. These bitches be given. You know, they just don't get the opportunity to give. But you know, if you give the bitch an opportunity, that bitch will give you with her full beard and give you what you need.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
You know,
Yes, Kathy
So-
Bates.
oh yes.
Oh my God.
The girls be girling.
The girls be
girling.
Good point.
Speaking
No,
of
but-
Janelle's brunch, you are part of her family.
Yes, she gave birth to me. You know,
And now she's nominated for Entertainer of the Year, which is
I mean,
that's
hello.
the biggest accolade you can get in New York.
That's like album of the year in the
Yeah, it's literally like
That's the
that.
thing. No, but like, and it's absolutely well deserved. Like that bitch works so hard. Like there's not one venue that she has not worked in and fucking slayed it. Like she's an incredible MC. And that's a lot of her like the reason why I accepted her like what was it? How do you say that? When she asked me to be her daughter, I was like, I thought I had to think about it because I didn't know what that whole thing entailed. Like, I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Like, is it what am I an heiress to? Like, what's the tea? but like I feel like she's such an incredible performer. She like me and her have conversations all the time about like, you know, what we do for in our art and like how she appreciates my art and how I appreciate hers, and she's always like giving me pointers, and then she's always looked out for me like in the scene where like she would like get me gigs, or not even get me gigs, but like put me to the right direction, or like put me in the eyes of people that would book me in the future, which was like amazing, you know.
That's
And
more than most drag moms do, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No, she like bitch from makeup to everything. That bitch has my back, and like I just love her. I think she's incredible, and like she better win motherfucking Entertainer of the Year, bitch. No, because she's incredible hearted. Like she wants to give people opportunities left and right. Not even just her children, but like even like with her competition show, like that's what she does. You know,
she's one of the few people doing competitions right now.
Yeah. I think it's like 3 people because now Matt has one at Hush.
Yeah.
Shaquita does hers at Drag Wars, and then she does the Tuesdays. But I don't know if there's anybody else that does
there's
any.
a couple other ones, but like it's not like their face in the forefront of it. They just like kind of host it basically. But like Janelle, I feel like is definitely very involved.
Yeah. Oh yes, she is very, very involved. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be a part of her family. My sister, L number 5, I love that bitch is hilarious. Yeah, we get along great. Like we have great energy. If there's any like disagreements, like it's easy to talk to each other because I don't take anything personally. She doesn't take anything personally. Like Elle doesn't take anything personally. Like we all just kind of talk and we all kind of like see each other for what we do. We know what we all bring individually and what we can bring as a group, which I love.
I think it's like a New Yorker attitude that, you don't take anything personally. Like you just,
but
you're just real with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And what is it like having Candy Muse as your grandma?
Oh, that is, yeah. I don't even know. Like I've loved, like I've stand Candy Muse for the longest. Like I remember I met her a few years ago and I was just like, I went to Queen for Queen and she was just the most ridiculous but entertaining person I've ever seen in my life. That was just so, I thought it was a character, but I was like, no, that's this bitch with or without the mug, with or without the hair. And I was like, I'm obsessed. Like me and my friends used to always we were like, what we want to do today? Let's go to Queen for Queen and see Candy Muse be a fucking ridiculous bitch. And she would be giving. And I think it's like, she's just so contagious with her personality and like her jokes. And like, even when she's not joking, she's fucking hilarious. She's amazing. Like she was also like one of the first people to hire me when, even throughout the pandemic, she hired me she had a short-lived party because the pandemic, remember they had to shut down the restaurants again at the end of it. So she had started a party and I was gonna be her not her co-host, but like her recurring guest.
Yeah.
So, but then that happened. So like she's always been great to me. We have a great relationship. She's fab.
What was it like watching her on Drag Race?
It was incredible. And it was like, I was like, this bitch is really like, I was like, I think if I were to ever go on Drag Race or on TV, I'm like, will I dial it down or dial it up? I'm like, there's no way she can dial it any higher than she does in regular life.
No.
But she fucking, that bitch brought out the biggest speaker in the motherfucking world and brought it to Drag Race. And she was like, I'm here, bitch. I'm here, bitch. Who is this? Who's that? But the thing is, like, she does it with such grace. It doesn't come like, to a New Yorker, it doesn't come off as aggressive or abrasive. It's just like how we are. Like,
that's just Candy,
yeah. And like, and of course, like, small town people might think about it differently because like everybody talks to each other. Like, hey, Miss Daisy, lovely day, bitch. No, move out the way. We gotta walk. We gotta go. You gotta look good because you're on TV. What's your tea? Like, so. And I think she really represented New York very well. Like that's the most New York. She's the most New York person that I've seen on that cast in a long time. I think outside of Bianca Del Rio, I think New York Candy is the most New York person.
Not your great grandma Aja.
Oh, that is New York. Boo! The great grandma shit is really fucking killing me. Bitch. I am screaming.
And she's like what, like 26 now? Like she's so young.
She's like younger than me.
Yeah, she's super young. I remember when she came on the scene. She was like 17, like doing her thing.
Oh my god.
Oh no, she's fine.
Well,
I love great grandma.
I think we should take a little break. And we can get right back, kids.
Okay.
Why?
I know. Wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I am ready for my wig.
And we're back, kids. An actual break. Love that.
Yeah, we actually have one for one.
Yeah, well, I'm curious about this too because we briefly talked about pieces before the break, but like, how does it feel working there? Are you still working there pretty frequently?
Yeah, I work there every Monday. I'm an official cast member, so it's like now it's me, Janelle No. 5, and Tsunami Muse.
Oh my god!
Oh, this show has been going on in your family for a long time because I used to go back in the day with Candy.
Yeah, so we just celebrated. I think it was the 4-year anniversary of the show.
Oh my god!
And that's why Candy came and she did the show with us.
Oh my god!
And it was pretty crazy. Monday was insane. Mondays are really always kind of crazy, like
because of Drag Wars too, right?
Yeah, Drag Wars too. Like the crowd is just like, but people are there from like I try to get there by like 8:45. It's already mad people there, and I'm like, what are y'all waiting for? I'm like, I know we're entertaining, but like, What's the tea? I'm like, what? Do y'all get free
Pieces
drinks
is
and shit?
always crazy. It is so
Mhm.
crazy. Like it didn't used to be that bad, but now it's just like insane.
Yeah,
all
it's
the time.
Oh,
always
people
insane.
love that place. I mean, I love
Yeah.
that place. It's amazing. Like the staff. Oh my god, I love the staff. Everyone's great. Like I have never had like an issue at Pieces with anybody, even before I worked there. And the
Of
drinks
the
are great.
gay bars over in the village, it's like I feel like it's the easiest one to go to. I know like Stonewall's there, but
Yeah.
like Pieces is like
Stonewall's
right
easy
there.
too, but
Yeah,
No,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Stonewall throws me off sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I
always
only
like
go if someone has like a gig. That I'm
yes,
like, I'm going specifically for that one person. That's the only
yeah.
time.
I mean, it's a cute bar. You never know what crowd you're gonna get. It's always
Yeah.
just so, it's
Yeah.
always up and down. It's like either like mad older people or just like a mixture of both, and then it's just like
Yeah.
a lot. I'm like, I want to know what I'm getting into if I'm going out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah.
Pieces, I feel like is very
Yes.
consistent with crowds.
Very, very, very,
Very consistent.
I feel like I know everybody by name that comes there every Monday. I'm just like, at this point, like it's just it's like a loyal like fan base that place has on Mondays for
Mhm.
sure.
Oh my god. I guess I was over 4 years. Yeah. I think I started Drag Wars around that time too. Damn.
You did
That's
Drag
right.
Damn,
Wars?
really? You did
Yeah, I
drag
did drag.
wars?
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh,
What?
girl.
Not that many times, but like I did do it.
Everyone
Yeah,
did
you
Drag Wars.
Yeah.
Find me someone who
Did
did do
you
Drag Wars.
do drag wars, girl?
Yeah, Caitlin did it too. Yeah.
Oh,
Caitlin did
oh,
it?
I did it. Sure, I did.
Yeah. Caitlin
I
actually
did it
won
by,
All
like-
Stars. Yeah.
I went All Stars. I totally did.
yeah.
I was the winner.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You
God.
have 2 other residencies. Where are those?
Yeah, I'm starting that new Hush bar that's opening.
Yes, which is
This
the old therapy, which I had no idea. I just heard about
Yes.
Hush Bar. I'm like, what the like? How many more new Hell's Kitchen bars? But then I found out, oh, it's therapy,
Yeah,
but with new
yeah.
ownership, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's the owners from Boxers, and they're
Yes.
partnering up with other people. I think they're partnering up with people from the Q too.
Okay.
So they don't quote me on that. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
saying,
don't
'cause
know.
I
Nobody
just be-
knows.
I just be
Nobody
seeing
knows.
things. I'll be like, I feel like I've seen you at this place. And
Yeah.
the math is not mathing.
Nope.
But and then I do Hora Cocina every other Saturday for brunch, which is right across the street from $3 Bill.
Which we both have seen you perform at.
Yeah.
And you are like the only consistent member, I believe.
Yeah, I'm the only, aside from Janelle, I'm the resident stripper, like Janelle likes to call me.
Yes.
From Hora Cocina. But oh my God, I love that venue. The staff is amazing. The food is great. The drinks I just love Hora Cocina. Like, I even go on my off days because it's so close.
Yeah, I was gonna
My
say,
house.
like, how far away are you from there?
It's literally like if I bike there, I'll be there in like 12 minutes.
Wow.
If that, maybe less.
It's a quick walk for me too. So I feel yeah. It's a cute bar. It's a cute
Yeah,
brunch. You guys do a great show.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I think it's
you.
good if like you bring people who like aren't used to drag.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a
Oh my
safe
God,
space for like
It's a
that.
very, especially for like families. Like my
Yeah.
mom came and she was like in shock. Janelle's mom came too and she was like, "This is great." Like even people that you necessarily wouldn't go out to see like a drag show, like they literally enjoy themselves. I've heard so many stories from like women and like just like even like straight men that come with their wives and shit. Like, they just be like, "This is one hell of a show." I'm like, "Thank you. This is what we do it for."
I feel like it's a safe way to kind of like if anyone's like looking to bring like friends or family members who like into the drag scene, but without like worrying about like craziness.
Extreme, yes.
Yeah.
Like an extreme.
That is where you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get a good meal too, and if you don't, it's just like I feel like you put it perfectly actually. Very safe way to introduce someone to drag.
What that means is there's lots of straight women there.
Yeah, there really is, but you know what?
There really is.
Straight women love brunch, and I love straight women. I love women. Women are like, bitch.
Yeah.
We like this. We like 2 peas in a pot. I just have a beard, but other than that, everything else is
that's the place to be.
Because we briefly talked about this during the break, but you're a full-time performer now, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. How's that
performer. It's been great. Like even I would think I I was thinking that like being full time doing this will be like more difficult if you don't have like weeklies that you do consistently. But like I also have bookings from other things, and I always forget that. I'm like, oh wait, I can do this full time because I usually work about a week. I would say I work around 7 gigs, not every day, but like I'll do like 2 gigs on one random day or something like that. Like on a Saturday, it's very common for me to have 2 to 3 gigs. Like I will do like the brunch, and then I'll do like something at night, and then I'll do like a late night show somewhere else. And that happens ever so often, but like I literally work like 5 to 7 gigs a week.
Oh my God.
So it's
How do you have
really
the
good.
energy for this?
Yeah.
I honestly don't until the lights go, because like even today when I was walking here, I was like, oh my God, I still have more things to do, because I still have to prepare something for the show tomorrow. So I'm like, because you also don't realize how you just never stop working, because like you want to also perfect your craft and see what else you could do better, and see like what things people are doing that maybe you can like learn from and stuff like that, like doing your own hair instead of paying somebody to do it, or creating, because I come from a visual merchandising background and styling, so I can do my own shit if I really had the time to sit and do my own shit. But like it comes to a time where you're working all the time, and then when you're not working, you just want to sleep, or like you want to socialize with your friends that you don't get to see often because you're always kind of like out doing your job. And like everybody's schedule now for me and my friends are like kind of opposite, like they work 9 to 5 and I work like 5 to 9.
Yeah.
Like it's just like so like it's like hard trying to find a balance with working full-time drag, which means your schedule is kind of like weird,
crazy,
especially like if you're doing drag on a weekday and like your friends want to come support you, but they have 9 to 5 jobs and they don't want to like
stay up until 2 a.m.
and drinking and partying, and so like sometimes it's hard, but like I make it work. I try to make it work. I usually by Monday, which sucks, but like by Monday I'm like so fucking tired, and then I have pieces, but then pieces is like my release. I'm just like, okay, I can give it all now, because Tuesdays I usually try to take Tuesdays and Wednesdays off.
That's good.
Like I like to have I come from a job, a day fucking, what do you call that? A day job where I never worked weekends. So for me to not have 2 back-to-back days is, I think it's the most illegal thing ever. Like I could not participate in something. I could not. Like when people try to bug me on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, it needs to be very specific. I'd be like, no, I work that day. I just be lying, bitch. Ooh, and if y'all listening, my bad, but I ain't coming, sis. I need my days off, bitch.
No,
Shit,
you
deserve it.
I think.
God,
Oh my
shit,
God.
I be working. I be trying my hardest.
I feel like you're so in demand right now, but like for a good reason, because you turn the party. That's what we need.
You. Yeah, girl. I want people to have fun. I want people to
Yes.
people weren't able to shake their ass for a whole year with other people.
You're right.
A whole year. Like people, like I remember this one show I did. Somebody got us. Some security guy was literally, his job was to tell people to sit down if they stood up.
Ooh.
I'm like, sir, let them have some fun. Like we're all in this air. We're all breathing the same air. So regardless, let's relax. Like let's people like, because you have to loosen the strings a little bit now, because it's been a year. We're all vaccinated now. Like the shower curtains at pieces are down. Like you remember them?
Yes.
The shower curtains trying to divide everybody. I'm like, ooh, wee.
Oh my God.
That's good. They're down.
Yeah, finally.
Yes. Oh my God. It's amazing. They were just so in the way, and they were just so kind of like an eyesore, but
nothing beats Stonewall though. They had like an actual piece of plastic on the stage between the performers and the audience. Like I will never get over that.
Did they really?
One.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like an
never saw
entire
that.
piece of plastic on the stage.
Oh my God.
Like
love. Yeah, that's
That
chaotic.
sounds stunning.
Oh my God, I gotta show you like videos. It's
Oh my God.
hilarious.
Oh my God.
So
But yeah, I work full time.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, like congrats. That's amazing.
Thank you.
The fact that you've done it in about a year is insane to me, because I just know it just takes a long time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because you're so good at your craft, which is why we have you on here right now.
Oh my God, stop.
I always want to interview people who like excite me as an audience member, so I definitely would put you in that category.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Of course. So you shared the stage with some elite performers, both on and off screen. Who have been some of your favorites?
Honestly, I was watching all the because I was trying to do like a whole like montage video for like Queen for Queen for like the anniversary, and I just realized. I mean, I've always known this, but like Candy Muse is definitely one of the most entertaining people to watch on stage. Like, she could give you a full like powerhouse performance of like pure like talent that's mixed with charisma, uniqueness, and nerve.
But where's the talent?
No, it's talent. Bitch.
I love her.
But she's like, but she has all the elements to make you want to stay and watch a show. I think it's between her. I'm actually more into like the off-screen girls. I really like the cover girls. They're my favorite.
Yes,
like, they're one of my
great.
favorites. And Ruby Fox, of course. That bitch has been like, I've known Ruby for like forever. Let me see what. Someone did a really good performance, and I was kind of like thinking about it the other day. Was it Nikki Doll? It was Nikki Doll. She did like a live version
Nikki?
of
I
she
love
did, like,
her.
A live version of Toxic, and I was like, damn, girl, this is it. Oh no, yeah, I love
I
Nikki's
love her so
performances,
much.
Yeah. No, yeah, I remember for the because they did the Announce the Queen's party here in I think Bill when Candy was on, and I think it was Nikki Doll that was there, Olivia Lux, and Candy, and they all fucking ate like ate. And then tomorrow, it's my first time performing with Scarlett tomorrow.
Oh, she's another one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I love her so
really
much.
Good. She's so sweet. Oh
yeah, she's so nice.
Yes,
that's how you know she's not from New York. She's so nice.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, I mean, I feel like I performed with so many of them. Pearl's great. I love Pearl. Milk is actually really, really good too. Not actually, she is good.
Milk is a sweetheart too.
Fuck, what's her name?
Don't worry, we can.
Denali.
Oh, Denali.
Denali. I think she's really, 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 really good. Like I was there like as soon as my show was over, she was next. Like it was like back to back. I like literally ran outside to watch it. I was like, this is calm. You ate this.
She's
bitch.
a great performer.
Yes.
And I'm very judgmental to queens who aren't from New York, and she's
incredible. Oh yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
We be there like this with like a
literally that.
A
I'm
microscope. I'm like, I know you're gonna fuck up, bitch. I know you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's true. We get spoiled in New York, I think.
I really do. Oh my god. There's so much talent in the city.
In New York. Yes. It's like,
and it's different types of talent too.
Exactly.
Like it's all different.
And it's all appreciated. Everybody has an audience member, even if it's one. Somebody has someone that appreciates their art in the city.
That's true.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I haven't thought of that before.
Yeah.
Like
I think about that because I remember I remember at first I had to like think about it because I was like no venue could have been full. So like sometimes you would be performing for literally 20 people because I was the cap. And like, you couldn't have more than 20 people in a venue, and the venue's huge. And you're over there like, okay, now how do you find the energy? I'm like, well, if this person came out here to see you during this fucking terrible time, then you need to give them your all because like they're risking their life just as much as you are by being in this venue. So then you kind of like, I started to like develop a mentality. I'm like, if I have one person that's gonna come see me, then I'm gonna give it for that one person. Like it's just it is what it is. Whoever appreciates you is who you should be doing it for.
Yeah.
I feel like post-pandemic too, people like are just we're really, really hungry for like entertainment because we were so lacking in it. So I feel like we're more like appreciative now.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. Everybody's been so sweet. Even in the community, like I was also like another thing I was very weary about was just like how would I be received in like this realm, because going from hosting, every girl came to the parties I was hosting, like all the girls that are like popular, like they knew of me because I was just a party girl. And then all of a sudden I'm kind of like bridging the gap, I just kind of crossed the bridge and landed to the performance side of nightlife. And I was like, I was thinking the girls are gonna be like, oh no, this bitch wants to be a performer because the clubs are closed, like bitch, no. But yes, So, but not no. But I've also always had like a natural need to perform, even if it was just at a party. Like people would just circulate around me for me to like do a dance move. You know what I mean? So like it's always been in me. But like I felt such a well receiving like energy from everyone, and it's been great. I don't complain.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So our last question before the break. Let's talk about your show, Door Knockers.
Door Knockers. Oh my god. Okay, so Door Knockers was supposed to be like a cabaret type of show, and it was happening really quickly and at a time where I was really, really busy. So I wasn't really thinking about the concept of what I wanted it to be. And then once it started, I kind of like thought about it, and I was just like, I want this to be more exciting, because like it started to become like every other drag show that I was doing. That's what I didn't want. I wanted to feel like a show, kind of like when you go see a singer at a show. Like they're on the mic maybe like twice, just to like say hi to the fans or whatever. But like everything else is a show. Like people are performing. You know, people are doing something else. It's like an artist after an artist after an artist. You know, like you don't need to. Like it was just like it was becoming too bantery for me. And like what appeals me about shows is the fact that you can do a show and not just like be like on the mic and stuff. Like I don't mind being on the mic, but it's not my favorite thing to do. Like I like to express myself through the art and not like fully just like talking. Like I'm an okay host because I'm just dumb. But if it were but if it were up to me, like I literally just like announce myself and just like and then just start the show. You know what I mean? And like I know a few performers in the city that are kind of like that too. And then that's why I feel like I wanted to take it a break, and I was talking to Frankie about possibly bringing it back. Everything was happening too fast, starting to go. So I was like, let me put a stop to it now before it gets too deep, and then it just becomes confusing.
That was very responsible of you.
Yeah, because I do not like train wrecks. I do not. But I will. There's talk about it coming back next year, and I'm very excited because I finally have an idea.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be at the Q? Because Frankie owns that one.
Yeah, it'll probably be at the Q. Definitely probably at the Q, because he's the one that like we've been like talking about it, and he's like feeding me ideas, and we're going back and forth. So it should be.
I still need to go to the Q.
I still haven't been
I need to go.
Oh my god, no, it's so fun. Oh my god, no, I have a really good time at the Q. Like
I just want to find the sex
I like
room.
that. Girl, and the funny thing is that people think it's only one night, but bitch, I've seen that shit being used on the wrong night, and it was giving. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to make a.
I really want to go though. Yeah. I know I want to go for sure.
Definitely.
Well, with that, I think we should take a little break. We'll do our little usual wrap up, and we'll probably talk about a story from the Q. Maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll be right back, kids.
Bye.
Bye.
Wig, okay.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
And we're back.
Ready for my wig to go flying.
Love a commercial break. And you know what? I'm gonna put a commercial in that break for fun. Maybe for the Glam Awards.
I was gonna say the only commercial is if we get nominated.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know yet, but fingers
we don't
crossed.
know yet. As this is being recorded, we
I also
do not know if we're
love how
nominated.
long-winded these nominations are. I thought
Oh my god. It's been
like
stressing me out.
5 hours, and I'm like, what's happening?
Like, and like they don't post it just in the Facebook group. They also post it on Instagram, like separately. Like
that's how I get it. I get the news through Instagram, like whenever.
But there's different ones happening in Facebook. Yeah, in the group.
That's so weird.
So it's very confusing, but we love it because we want to get nominated and win.
We love.
I know we won't win, but I really want
community.
to. I really just want a nomination.
No, yeah.
That's it. That's all we want.
2 years running.
We want to feel seen.
But we are not the scene queen.
No.
Oh, that was so witty, girl. Oh my god. You so crazy.
This is what happens when you're Vicky DeVille's neighbor.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
love
God.
Vicky. Oh my gosh, she's so great. She is actually very crazy. I love her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she is the 2-time scene queen. Past 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Yeah, I know all about
And
Scene
if-
Queen's life.
I actually don't think I know what that means.
It really doesn't mean anything. It's literally
Uh,
just kind of like everyone who isn't in any of the other categories, like they don't like really fit in the
Okay.
mold. That's
Yeah.
usually
But
it's usually like
But we want to
newcomers.
recognize her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's usually like
Yeah.
newcomers, but like they don't like they're not established enough to like be in like, you know, entertainer of the year or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually
Yeah.
what it is. And on that note,
Yeah.
okay, we can cut all that out. I really don't care. Okay, so do you think you'd ever be on RuPaul's Drag Race or Dragula?
Not no, but definitely not yes.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like that's not really like my kind of like. Not saying that it's like. It's just not the direction. I guess for me, I don't know.
Mhm.
I mean, I would definitely try it out to see like what the tea is. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not like. It's not like in my, I guess, my priority. Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that?
I mean, that's totally valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
I feel
feel-
like there's that's not like the only way to like be successful, and you know,
Mhm.
I do think that would be great that comes from RuPaul's Drag Race is touring. I would love to tour,
Mhm.
you know, but you need kind of
Mhm.
like a name and shit for that. So
I know it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
You'll get there. You'll get
I
there.
mean, you could always change your mind too. It's like there's no
Yeah.
pressure. There's gonna
Yeah.
be 5 billion seasons of Drag Race and Dragula, so you could totally
Listen,
throw your
girl.
hat in.
Like this.
if you've been in this scene as a performer for 1 year and you're having the success that you
Yeah.
have right now, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
great.
Thank you.
They'll just throw you in.
Thank you, but I'm about to throw myself in right now.
Yes,
Right
bitch.
after this.
Do it.
I mean, they're auditioning right now for season 15 and 14.
I just
Come out
saw.
yet. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll throw my hat in there. Maybe I'll throw a wig in there too. Maybe a pair of boots.
Just one though.
And a nail.
Just one.
Just one.
Do you have any future upcoming projects?
So Thursday, I start my weekly at the new Hush Bar with Stassi, NYC, Deb Doe, and Essence. So that's gonna be a really crazy lineup, and we have like prepared. We've been preparing a lot of like numbers and stuff like that. So it's gonna be like a full fantasy show, and it's gonna be really cunt, and it's actually called Cunt.
Yes, bitch.
Ah, I
Yeah.
love it.
So I'm really excited about that because I love those girls. I love that we get along. Everybody's equally entertaining. Everyone has like their own kind of like, everyone is sexy in their own way, but sexy as fuck nonetheless. And I think that that's what the branding of the show is kind of like. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good
Sounds great.
show. I
Yeah.
gotta check that out.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
then oh my god, so me and Nikki Otav and Joe Disco and all the girls. It's a very big cast on December 2nd for Britney Spears' birthday. She's throwing a Britney Spears night at $3 Bill. So that one's gonna be crazy. I'm very excited for that one too because I'm a Britney stan,
Yeah.
full stan.
As one should be.
Can you tell us what number you're performing or what CD it's on?
It's on. I can't tell you because then that's the name of the CD.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's your hint.
That's your hint.
I will be there. I am very excited for this.
That one's gonna be like
Yeah.
feel like I can already feel it. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
So, what
Where
is
are
the
we?
best advice you've been given in drag?
There's wait. So wait. I have to think about that.
That's like a
I remember actually this is recent. Janelle had told me this before too, but recently I also I was talking to a couple like drag race girls, and they were like, just do whatever you're doing, like no, like you people are like, you think that following somebody else's footsteps is gonna get you anywhere. It's really not, because that's their journey. You have to follow your own. And I was like, oh, that's true. I mean, I've always followed my journey. I never really had a question about it. But like, I guess like in the heat of conversation, like I was just like, oh, you know, because some girls do their own outfits and stuff like that. She's like, well, that's them. You do you bring what you bring to the table. You don't have to like follow anybody. Like nobody has a recipe for this. Like everybody's just doing what they do, and if it's appreciated and it's loved, and if you do it with love, it's gonna be well received. And I was like, oh, y'all so smart. Oh, y'all are so smart. But no, if it was like that, I feel like that was really good advice, because I feel like that's something I would say to someone else that wanted to hear something like that, because that's something I would literally say. But hearing it, somebody tell me, someone that's like been like very successful in their drag career, I'm just like, oh, I am right. We think alike.
No,
I like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some of the
So-
best advice I've heard on the show. So
Yeah. That was from the lovely Miss Simone.
oh,
Yeah.
I stand her so hard.
No, she's
Yeah,
amazing.
I wanted her to
She's
win right from the
amazing.
beginning. So
Oh, I wanted her to win the moment she came out to Meet the Queens. Is that what it's called? Or See the
Mhm.
Queen? Meet the
Yeah.
Queen.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
promo video.
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, if it's not Candy, it better be this bitch.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I was a lot of people like jumped Simone ship halfway through, but not me.
Nope,
I did not
never.
jump ship.
Never.
I did not. I
I
stand
am
so hard.
I am in that ship
Yep. Mhm.
I'm still in that
until we
ship.
land.
Yep.
I hope she wins more things. I'm just,
Yeah, I
I'm
want her to
like,
win
yeah,
everything.
what else can she win?
needs
She's
to win
everywhere. She is
everything.
everywhere.
No, she literally is everywhere. She's
She's on
well,
like
and she's
every
the-
time I walk down the street, I see her on a different ad.
literally,
Good.
and she's so deserving of it for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm
Such a
happy.
sweet.
I love it. Okay.
Well, going from a heartfelt note, we prepped you a little beforehand.
Oh, that's right.
But Miss Bo,
Yeah.
Miss Jangles,
What's
can I call you Miss Jangles?
You can call me if you're nasty. Ew.
Can you give us a crazy nightlife story? Something scandalous, something sexy, something never
Disgusting.
Give us something juicy that the girls will be gagged by, please.
Oh my god. I honestly, the thing about me is like I have so many, but I'm just so low key. People think I'm really scandalous, and I am, but nobody knows what scandals I've been a part of. Because
Ooh.
I'm very,
Ooh.
I'm very responsible with my brand.
Ooh.
But I will say this:
Mhm.
there was a few times, and this has happened in multiple clubs all over New York City, and I'm sure it's happened with a lot of other queens. But with my story, it's happened with a specific New York dancer, like a go-go boy.
Go-go
Not
boy.
boy. He was a man, bitch. That motherfucker.
Go-go man.
That
Ooh,
motherfucker
go-go
had
man.
me and he got me on a lock. I was like,
Ooh.
what is happening in this bathroom? I
Oh.
was like, is he good? But
Oh.
it was at Dreamland. This was like 2019.
Uh-huh.
And it was like right before the pandemic and everything. And like it was like when Dreamland went from like daytime to like nighttime. So that shit, like people were getting crazy in the daytime back then at Dreamland. Once it became a nighttime party, it was just like actual demons was coming out of people. And I saw an actual demon when I looked in the mirror after I was getting my shit yacked in the bathroom. So I was like, what? I was like, who is this person? I was like, this is so not me. I was like, yes, it is. This is you, bitch. Shut up. Don't be trying to lie to yourself. But that's happened. It still happens. I just kind of like, if you see me disappear, because I'm really just invested in doing something else. At the
In
moment.
drag?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yes. We'd
Oh
love
my
to
God.
see it.
Absolutely.
God. Oh, what a story. Love. Love.
Okay. So our
Caitlin,
last
take it away.
question is, where do you want to take your drag in the future?
I definitely want to tour. I need to figure out how to do that, because that's where the passion lies. You know, so I want to take it to a place where like it's seen by everyone, you know, and just like kind of just like elevate it that way in the in every sensibility of the work. Like I wanted to expand in like the look department and the everything department, but like I also want to stay true to the brand that's Beaujangless for sure. Just bigger.
Yeah. We love to hear it. We love to see it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The world should see you. And
Ow.
the feeling is
Agreed.
mutual.
Oh yes, bitch.
Well, thank you so much, babe, for being on our little show.
Oh,
You're
no,
such
thank
a
you for
fun
having
guest.
me. Oh my god. Thank
Yes,
you
you
so
were.
much.
Where can the kids find you on the internet?
I'm on Instagram and on TikTok because you know I am young and hip.
Same.
At Beaujangless, that is BEAUJANGLESS. I'm glad I got it right the first time because the other day I was trying to do it on the mic and I forgot something. And I just stood there and everybody was like, wait, bitch, you don't know your name? I was like, yes, I do know my name, but I don't get asked to spell it all the time. But there it is. Oh.
You got me, girl.
You got me, gal.
You got me, gal. Well, thank you again so much for being on the show, babe.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, anytime. I'm Martyr.
I'm C. Tepper.
And this was
Yes. We're gonna. Bye.
Bye.
I'm C. Tepper. You can follow me on Instagram at CTEPPER and read my book, The State of Drag, where I interviewed 175 drag queens from around the world. All proceeds go to charity on Amazon.com.
Ooh, I love that. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Drag the Martyr. And if you have any thoughts, comments, dick pics, send them to dragthemartyr@gmail.com.
Listen, rate, and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Pandora.
And catch up with past episodes on WERRRK.com. That's WERRRK.com. Artwork for Wigging Out was provided by Glitter Baby Online. That's Glitter Baby Online. Thank you.